Step into your future with an all-new series, Star Trek Starfleet Academy.
Being a cadet means being open to the people around you.
I've spent my whole life getting away from stuff, letting someone in. It's hard.
I want to be captain. I need to be captain.
Holly Hunter and Paul Giamatti star.
You'll encounter challenges your predecessors never had to imagine.
Starfleet Academy. New series streaming January 15th on Paramount+.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
And good morning. The Trump administration putting the socialist mayor of New York City on notice. Mamdani has been the mayor for 5 days, and it has been one misstep after another. I don't know what's going on with this mayor, but one of the missteps happened to be that the order came down from the mayor that the police commissioner would no longer report directly to him, instead to the first deputy mayor as it relates to terrorism issues. And at a ceremony just a few hours ago at one police plaza that included the governor of New York State, Kathy Hochul, the police commissioner, the highest profile individual that's in this administration, she came over from the last mayor. She tried to issue a lifeline to Mayor Mamdani.
I also want to thank Mayor Mamdani, to whom I report directly and with whom I am developing a close and productive working relationship. I look forward to working with him to continue to drive down crime in 2026.
But if we're being honest, the question becomes, how long is Jessica Tisch going to be able to take this socialist, this 34-year-old socialist? 800-848-9222. Dominic Carter here with you. A question that I ask, and we see all your calls, we'll get to them momentarily. A question that I ask quite frequently on this program: what is going on in our country? What is going on in our country? I just mentioned a few minutes ago, you have these call to prayers that are done, these loud call to prayers by the Muslim community. The last time I checked, this is America. This is America. All the religious freedom you want, take that to the Persian Gulf or wherever you came from. This is America. And so when I say what is going on, so one of the callers that wanted to get through to me and we didn't have time happens to be Ina, and Ina was upset with me because Ina says that I wouldn't let the last caller talk. Folks, I give people a lot of rope, frankly, rope to hang themselves. And you don't think I can sense an anti-Semitic comment coming a mile away? I've been doing this for 40 years. With the best politicians, the best talkers that know how to get around everything. And you don't think I saw the anti-Semitism coming from that caller, in which he wanted to say, oh, you're raising the Muslims doing it, but what about the Jewish community? The subject was on the Muslim community, and we can talk about the Jewish community anytime you want. I have never witnessed, personally, me, and I've been in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. I've been around Jewish communities all over the world. And I have never seen a call to action. I haven't seen with a loud prayer like that. I've been in outdoor prayers with the Jewish community where there are hundreds and thousands of members that are lined up listening in a very peaceful manner, the same way that the Muslim community does. But this is America. And when I say what's going on in the country, what I'm talking about right now is Portland, Oregon. Things are so warped, so out of control. The board chair of the Portland public school system says they'll be training teachers to resist ICE. You heard me correctly. The Portland public school system says they'll be training teachers to resist ICE.
In the months ahead, all staff will receive training in active bystander intervention and de-escalation, ensuring that we are fully prepared to support students and colleagues in the face of potential federal immigration actions or other safety concerns.
This is going on in Portland. So, you know what, Madam Chair, rather than training teachers to resist ICE, why don't we start with teaching the kids to read so they can read on grade level and can do well in math, statewide math exams and so on their SATs. Do something dramatic like go to college. Let's start with stuff like that. Let's start with stuff like that. So now I want to also go to, and we're about to start with your calls in just 1 second, Nick Shirley, the amazing YouTube journalist. And you know what, Ina, if you want to call back, please call back, because now that I think about it, I want to hear what you have to say. But let me just state this, folks, up front. I don't have forever for you to make a case. Okay? If the call is boring, I have to intercede. If you're taking too long to make your point, I have to intercede. If you're anti-Semitic and you think you're hiding it and I can't see it, I have to intercede. That's what I did. I'm not going to just give someone a forum to exercise hate. It doesn't work that way. So, Ina, please give me a call back. And if she calls back, let's try and find a way to clear up one of the lines so we can talk to Ina live and I can hear why she's so frustrated with me. And we'll do that if she's willing to, if she's listening, and if she happens to call back. So Nick Shirley, the YouTube journalist that has brought down a governor in terms of not running for re-election, and Shirley is revealing how the scams work with the Somalian community. Block voting, on, which is what we already knew. This is the journalist, Nick Shirley.
Here, and it's way beyond anybody's imagination, the total amount. The state doesn't even know. The feds don't even know.
And so, for instance, why would that judge bow down to the head of the Somali mafia here?
What I can tell you is that it's a voting block, and what they say is if you do something to go against our community, we're going to vote for, and they all vote together, and there's ballot harvesting, I've seen them do it, that we're going to vote for your opponent unless you do what we tell you to do.
And so is it all purely for votes?
Yes.
And so this building right here, Cedar Riverside, major, massive apartment complex, how many Somalians do you think live in there, for instance?
Well, this is just one complex. You've got 20 more just like this around the Twin Cities, and they're all Somali. You're talking probably 100,000 or more people, and they're all living rent-free. They're driving a vehicle that you paid for. They're eating food that you paid for. Everything they do is something that you paid for.
And for instance, that entire block will then go and vote for one specific candidate.
They'll have one person go there and collect all the ballots, and nobody tracks. They could say they have 9 people living in an apartment. They're going to send them 9 ballots. And then they have someone who comes along, collects all the ballots. And
so this is just getting started. And Walz announcing he's not running for re-election because he knows that the other shoe to drop is out there, and it's a big one. It is a big one. Let's start with your telephone calls, 800-848-9222. Line 5, Norman in Brooklyn. What's on your mind, Norman?
Yeah, Dominic. Okay, I'm not particularly offended by the call from the minarets for Muslims to come to prayer, as long as they heed within, ideological limits. You don't want to, you don't want to. And the reason being is that I hear every Sunday the Holy Family Church on Rockaway Parkway here near where I live in Canarsie. I live, not that far from there, and I hear the church bells, so, that's a sort of a call to prayer also in a weird way.
Wait a minute, Norman.
The thing is,
Norman,
the Muslim call to prayer, though,
Norman, are you comparing church bells to a Muslim call to prayer? Are you telling me they're similar?
It serves the same purpose, but they
don't serve the same
sweet
purpose
to them.
They don't serve the same. The call to prayer.
My dad hated rock and roll, so whatever.
Right.
To me, I like the Stones and the Who, and to my father.
But wait, Norman, let me ask this of you.
Sure.
I think it's G Dog on my Twitter. I think it was G Dog that just said this.
Sure.
This is 2026. Everybody has a smartphone. Why can't you text that to them?
Yeah,
why can't the church send out a text?
Here's the deal.
The mosque.
I don't have a problem if it's like a couple of times a day. I probably would have a problem because I know Muslims pray quite a bit during the day. So I would have a problem if that was going off, say, 5-6 times. Look, it has to do with the community, and basically they have to. We have to respect everybody. You know what I mean? Just we all have to respect each other. I mean, maybe if the Holy Family Church bells were going off 6 times a day, it would drive me crazy. But they're not. So, we got to respect each other. We got to get along with each other. I don't have a problem. Look, I've never experienced this. I never grew up. I didn't grow up in Muslim communities yet. Anyway, give Mom Donnie a few years. Who knows? But it hasn't been that prevalent in my life where I have a problem with it. Say if it's one day a week, one time a day, I have a problem with it. As long as they hold to within, decibel limits.
Fair enough, Norman. Thank you so much for the telephone call. Let's see here. Let's go to Josh in Connecticut, line 4. Josh, what's on your mind?
Dominic, thank you for taking my call. I know time is of an essence. I'm just trying to get this in my head because you said that Trump is a 3-dimensional chess player. Now you're right. He is calculated. He is measured. And everybody's freaking out. For what? Look what he's accomplishing. I mean, you can't even compare him to any president if you look at the history books. So everybody just calm down because he knows what he's doing with this guy from Venezuela. Okay, he went within the law. He's got very smart people around him. So, I'm not worried about anything. All this crime and this, he's got this new mayor in his back pocket. Trust me. Like everybody has to be shown to be proven, and that's all you talk about. And I don't understand the mentality, Dominic.
Well, Josh, the mentality is that people believe what they want to believe. So, like for example, caller I had last hour, and also Ina backing him up on their anti-Semitism. They want to believe that the Muslim community has every right to, with these call to prayers, with this loud music. And you know what? I got to take a break, Josh, but I will continue this back up when we come back. Folks, stay with us, 800-848-9222.
The Rita Cosby Show
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Adobe Acrobat Studio, so brand new. Show me all the things PDFs can do. Do your work with ease and speed. PDF Spaces is all you need. Do hours of research in an instant with key insights from an AI assistant. Pick a template with a click. Now your prezzo looks super slick. Close that deal? Yeah, you won. Do that, doing that, did that, done. Now you can do that with Acrobat. Now you can do that with the all-new Acrobat. It's time to do your best work with the all-new Adobe Acrobat Studio.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
And we are back. So what I was trying to say before the last break is that I guess the best way to illustrate this, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make the horse drink. That's what's going on with politics in our country. That's how Mamdani was elected, because people, yes, it's, I don't want to use the word ignorance, but lack of knowledge. It's a lack of knowledge. They believe what he was selling to them, free. 5 days into his tenure, he now says you'll get free buses by the end of my term. But he's the mayor. Just like I told you, once you're mayor, it doesn't matter because they're banking on the fact that they have 4 years in office and you will get over your anger. And at the end of the 4-year period, when it's time for re-election, they just simply sell you another dollar in a dream and get you on an emotional level all excited all over again. So you want to know what's part of the problem? I want you to listen to Congresswoman Haight, Jasmine Crockett of Texas, who wants to run for the Senate. This is what she had to say as it relates to Nicolas Maduro, comparing that situation to if it occurred here in America.
This ain't about Venezuelans. I get that there are people that don't like the leader, but guess what? There are a lot of people that don't like our leader. And regardless, somebody coming into the United States and grabbing our leader in the middle of the night and killing people in this country, I'm sure everybody would be outraged at them doing it that way.
Yes. But excuse me, Congresswoman Haight, America is a superpower. Are you forgetting that part? But yet she's screaming bloody murder. I want you to listen to this part. Bloody murder, using profanity to the Supreme Court for basically ending her political career by allowing Texas redistricting to go forward.
Definitely kudos to the Trump justice who wrote the 160-page opinion denouncing what took place in Texas, and you to the Supreme Court for what they did. As well as, we'll see what happens in some other places.
So you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make that horse drink. Let's go back to your telephone calls. Let's go to Lauren in New Jersey. Lauren, good morning. What's on your mind?
Dominic. Good morning, Dominic. Well, I used the opportunity to learn about this Muslim call to prayer so that I'd be informed and know what I'm talking about. That Muslim call to prayer is 5 times a day. It's before sunrise, it's midday, it's mid to late afternoon, it's just after sunset, and it's at night after dark. Respect should be mutual. I would not
Absolutely,
impose.
Lauren. Thank you for saying that.
Yes, I would not impose on other people something that they didn't themselves practice or want, because that is put out in the population in society. And yes, technology now can have that brought to the phone. There's a lot of different ways that they can do this as opposed to blasting it out in the general population. And it's being allowed in this country, drip, drip, drip. It's in these certain areas like Minneapolis and other areas. And I think you cannot, I would think you can't equate it to church bells on Sunday.
Of course
this is 5 times a day. And, as taxpayers, why would we want to have to be subjected to something like that?
Hey,
so
Lauren,
maybe some people.
I hate to step in. I'm very late for a national break that I have to hit for the affiliates. Thank you for that wonderful call, Lauren. You are dead on accurate. Time for a break. I am coming right back.
The Rita Cosby Show
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
now. From New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
And we are back. I'm looking at my Twitter at my ex at Dominic TV. Jilliana Down Under says, good day to you at Dominic TV. It's damn hot here in my home city, Melbourne, Australia. The temperature skyrocketed to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. DJ Matt Blaze, you've got to be patient with your dog. German Shepherds need a lot of training. Ruff, ruff.
It's not me. I'm fine with the dog. She listens to me. It's when she's in the daycare environment that the problems happen because of the other dogs. So when I'm home, she's fine. I'm okay. I have her trained at home.
But then when you're home, you're asleep.
Right. So I don't want her locked up when I'm asleep because she's still too young to be let out and be around and about the house because she'll start like I said, she chewed the wall. She chewed literally not in the middle of the wall. There's an entranceway, and on on the bottom, she like chewed a little bit. And I know that dogs do that, and it's because of boredom. So I can only keep her in a little area, and I'm afraid if she's there in this little area that she might jump up on the counter or knock stuff off or pull. So I'm like, all right, well, I got to keep her in the crate. I don't want to be in a crate all day while I'm asleep. So that's why she went to doggy daycare. So hopefully she's 14 months old.
Wait, you never let her get in the bed and sleep with you?
No, not yet. Maybe later.
Really?
Why? Because you sleep with your dog?
Well, my dog is no longer with us.
Well, you did. I mean, I'm saying.
But of course, he'd get right. And then he got old and he couldn't jump up anymore. It's just like that television commercial when you get him as a puppy and then the kid goes off to college and the dog is hesitant to jump into the car. And the kid goes, you can do it. Yeah. It's just like that, So.
This dog, so we haven't even taken her upstairs yet. She will not go upstairs. So she's already trained not to go up the stairs. But my other dogs, they used to sleep in the bedroom, not in the bed, but in the bedroom. Okay. This one does not.
So now, you and Tony, we're about to go back to the telephone calls. You guys got me in some hot water, right?
About what now?
Because, I knew that sodas are really bad for you, right? So, and I was drinking diet soda, but it's still bad for you. I get it. I understand.
That's what they say.
I'm in trouble with a certain person because I left the diet soda. I may have a diet soda maybe once a month, maybe not even that often. And so, but what I have been doing is the diet Snapple. And why did I mention diet Snapple yesterday? Oh, I thought it was a good supplement or replacement for the soda. And then I was told what's in the diet Snapple. One, you guys never told me what's in the diet Snapple. So now when I get home, I have a pitcher of water. I had to look on the internet. How do you infuse water with fruit? Right? I don't know how to infuse water with fruit. I know it tastes delicious when you're in a hotel. Right? But it never comes out that way when you're home. So now when I get home, it says online, you got to let it sit overnight in the fruit. And then it should taste a little bit like the fruit.
Yeah, it's so boring. Water is just boring.
Who are you telling?
Why do you want to? I can't just drink water, and that's it. You know what I drink? I mean, look, I'm wearing the shirt today.
You're right. Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper, no Coca-Cola.
This is the Coke Zero shirt.
Right.
And I drink Crystal Light. I do drink that. I don't really.
Maybe I should go back to that.
I figure that's pretty good. I don't drink orange juice. I don't drink any juice anymore.
No, as a diabetic, I can't drink orange juice. But anyway, good luck with the dog. Well, I'll check in with you. Hopefully, she doesn't get expelled from doggy daycare, the German Shepherd. And I can't drink the diet Snapple anymore. So when I come in and I'm cranky, then you'll know why. And I know what you're saying, more crankier than normal. But when I come in, don't laugh at that. When I come in and I'm in a foul mood, is because I can't even drink diet Snapple anymore. I get to have no luxuries, regular luxuries in life.
No fun for you.
No fun for me. Just water, watered down with some fruit.
No Big Macs, no McNugget.
Oh, every now and then. Oh, never mind. I don't want to. I'm gonna leave it alone. Let's go back to the telephone calls. Thank you, Matt Blaze. Let's go to Sandra, line 2 in New Jersey. Sandra, what's on your mind?
For my New Year's resolution, one of them was to drink water. I hate water also. Okay, I'm telling you the truth. So something that I do, Blaze and Matt Blaze and Dominic, cinnamon sticks. You buy a jar of them and you put them in the water, and it really does taste not bad. So you might want to try that. That's the only thing I could think of.
A cinnamon
sticks. Yeah.
Okay.
They're like,
And
yeah,
you
just
sent
throw
me
them in
something.
the water.
You sent me something to eat on the other day, a snack. What was that called again? Do you remember?
Drizzlicious. Oh, my God. Those snacks, they come in all different flavors. Birthday cake, the ones that I sent you with gingerbread cookie. And they're little.
So wait, Sandra, Matt Blaze, do you know about, what's the name of it, Sandra?
Drizzlicious. It's
You know
called.
about that, Matt Blaze?
I don't know about that one.
Look it up. They're so good. And you put them in your freezer, and you want something sweet. You have a couple of them, and 20 of them are about 90 calories. That's 24 of them are 90 calories. And they're so good, and they're sweet, and they're very, very low in sugar. So that's another good thing to try. But
wait, Sandra, you do know I work with a lot of people, correct?
Correct.
And so, like, one thing I saw online, it said that I can, for Matt Blaze, it says I can cut up, and I'm going to do this, cut up watermelon and make, I'm not supposed to have watermelon, diabetic, and make ice cubes out of that to put into the water. But then, of course, I'm going to want to eat the watermelon, once. And so Sandra, I work with a lot of people, and you and Liz in Florida and a few other you ladies, you're going to have me so cranky that when I walk down the house, walk down the hallway, everybody's going, oh, my God, he's coming, go the other way. So
I know. I hear you. I don't like water, but I'm trying, and I stopped the Crystal Light because that's garbage. That's full of chemicals, and I stopped the diet sodas unless I get Chinese food and they add that in the bag. Maybe I'll have it once in a while, but I don't buy it anymore. And the water, I am starting to drink it, and I do kind of like it, especially with the cinnamon sticks. If you like cinnamon gum, you might like the taste of the water with the cinnamon stick.
What was on your mind politically this morning, Sandra?
Okay. I wanted to share something. My friend, she was born in Venezuela, and I love her, and she calls me up the other morning on her way to the courthouse in Brooklyn. In the car, Dominic, she was crying. She was happy, crying and happy because she never thought she would see the day that this man is going to be accounted for. And she was saying how grateful she is to Donald Trump, how what a great man he is. Look what he's doing. So she gets there, and she was very, very sad to see that there's so many people there that didn't see things the way she did. They wanted him to go back to Venezuela. She's so happy that that country is free and that people who are here now that may have to go back home again, deported, let's just say, they won't mind going back now because they don't have this terrible man there anymore. So I just never felt the passion, because I don't have that problem, that I felt for my friend and how she shared it with me. And I just wanted to share how freedom is so, so important to people. And when you lose it, it's just very, very, very hard. So I wanted to share that. And then I wanted to say I didn't like the way that man spoke to you tonight, Dominic. Al.
Sandra,
he was disrespectful, and he owed you an apology.
Sandra, I'm a big boy. I can take it. And do you really think, I shouldn't, this is going to sound arrogant, do you really think I care what that man had to say? What annoys me more was, you folks didn't get to hear it, was a call from Ina, who sometimes is reasonable, but it takes Ina 18 years to get to a story that should take 30 seconds. And so I'm going to be honest with you, Sandra. When we take calls, we know who's long-winded. We know who we got to move along, because, it'll take forever to get to the point. And Ina is one of those people. And so while I'm on the phone with this man who's clearly anti-Semitic, and he thinks that I don't see it, but I see it a mile away, and she's calling complaining, saying that she's through with me because I won't let him talk. So I'm supposed to let someone talk that is being nasty and is anti-Semitic.
Dominic, you did give him a lot of time to talk. I listened.
Sandra, I'm going to be honest with you. You know what she was really saying? What she was really saying is, he's black, you're black, and I'm black. I expect for you to show some sympathy for his point of view. They just wanted me to come down on the Jewish community. And I'm not going to do it because I haven't noticed, and I've been around the Jewish community a lot, and as a Siddim, I have never noticed a call to action prayer. I haven't noticed it that's loud like that. I'm sorry. This is America, and I got to move on, Sandro, but this is America, and this Muslim prayer, I'm just not feeling it. Take it back to wherever country you came from. This is America. Sandra, thank you for the wonderful call. Let's go to Frank on line 3. It's Staten Island. Frank, what's on your mind?
Frank, I have Frank, first-time caller. Thank you. Dominic, I have a two-part statement. First of all...
Wait. What'd you say now? I'm sorry. What was it? You said statement?
Yes, I have.
Frank. I understand you said first-time caller. Please, that's the one word that sends me over the edge. Okay. When someone says they have a statement, that means that you plan on talking for several minutes, and we just can't allow that. So that's the one word that scares me to death when somebody says I have a statement. Because a statement. Well, let me just finish. A statement indicates something's prepared. And it shouldn't be prepared. It should be just us talking. But go right ahead, Frank.
Okay, it's a two-part statement, and then I'm looking for your comment.
So you're scaring me again. Please, just say what you have to say, Frank. Please.
So I think this whole thing about this Muslim speaker over New York City is a form of antagonizing the coaches, the races, to divide us more. And the other part that I wanted to say is that I believe, I could be wrong, that Mayor Adams was behind initiating it.
Yes.
And if he was, that's a flip-flop in my book.
Well, no. You have to understand, Frank. Frank, you have to understand. He was a patronizing politician that thought he was going to be running for re-election, and he thought that would be a lock on the Muslim vote. That's why he did that. That's easy. Gotcha. That's easy to understand. But but now he's not. But Frank, please give us a call in the future. I really do want to hear from you. Thank you very, very much for your call. Let's go to Steve, line 4, Newark, New Jersey. What's on your mind, Steve?
Hey, Dominic, AOC, they should put her in jail with the rest of them. That idiot in Minnesota that's retiring, he should go to jail. That Crockett, that maniac in Texas, these people shouldn't even vote for her. She's another nutcase. And get back to what Trump did over the weekend with Venezuela. I could care too less about it, but it makes our country much, much safer, and it shows the heart that man has. And that man in America will go down in the history books as one of the best presidents ever. They won't put it in the schools. They won't talk about it. But I can tell you one thing: that man, when he says he's going to do something, look out, my brother. Here we come. And Dominic, as far as your diet, lemon juice every day. Lemon juice and water cleanses the liver, cleanses the bacteria in your stomach. Every morning I have the same thing, and it's not going to make you lose weight. But Dominic, enjoy yourself. Eat that Big Mac. Enjoy yourself, my brother.
Steve, thank you for the great call. Steve calling from Newark. Oh, boy, now I'm in trouble again. Folks, it is time for a break. We're taking your telephone calls, 800-848-9222. Dominic Carter here with you up until the top of the hour. We see all of your calls. When we come back, we're going to go to Sherman in Manhattan. And Sherman, I think I'm going to pass on that Big Mac going home. But Steve, thank you for that call. We're coming right back.
The Rita Cosby Show
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
We are back.
Patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and a patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese,
oh boy!
Get that Big Mac, Dominic. Get that Big Mac. Get it. 24/7 McDonald's. Get it.
Oh boy. You know what, Matt Blaze? When I leave here, right up the block, there's the McDonald's.
That's right.
And brother, it be calling me. Seriously.
Psst, Dominic.
Yes.
Dominic.
And then...
Two all beef patties. Special sauce. Lettuce, cheese.
And then on the other side is Liz in Florida, Sandra in New Jersey. These ladies, and they're
eat
like,
rice cakes. Lemon water and rice cakes.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Exactly
That's
what I hear too. Eat disgusting, drink disgusting, boring lemon water.
Right?
And rice, it's air. It's just air cakes. It's not rice, it's air.
Oh, boy. Matt Blaze, thank you very much. Let's go to Sherman, line 3. Sherman, I need you to help me this morning. So we did the segment about the Muslim call to order. You know, it's loud. The whole community hears it and so on. And immediately I get the call from Crown Heights, Brooklyn. And I can tell the gentleman's African-American. He wants to divide and conquer. He wants to bring up the Jewish community. And then that's not what set me over the cliff. What set me over the cliff was Ina in Manhattan, who's normally reasonable. But it takes Ina forever to make her point. She was upset because she said that I wouldn't let him speak. When I let the man... Sherman, if someone is engaging in language that's offensive to anyone, I cannot permit that to go on. But I need you to help me understand what's wrong with people.
A number of things. People pretend like they want to have a give and take conversation. They don't. Most people are not really seriously able to take the truth, especially when they realize the truth is power, cuts like a knife. Once you say something to somebody and they realize, wow, this is actually true, they go berserk. And the biggest way to tell when somebody knows that you're right is they start with the name calling. The voices get very loud.
Which is exactly what he did.
That. See, it's always like that. And I wasn't listening at that time. I probably tuned in right after that. And so my point to you is simple. You got them when they're so angry at you and they divert the conversation by calling you names, changing the subject, screaming at you. That's how you got somebody. Please let me say this. This is extremely important. This is what's coming out there, all you wonderful Americans that keep allowing things to happen. Soon these Muslims are going to take over areas and have traffic stopped in the middle of the day. And you're going to have to wait in your car or in the bus, on the bus, until they're finished with the prayers. Those prayers, Norman said a couple of times a day, specifically, prayer is 5 times a day, okay? Not 2, not 3, not 4, 5 times a day, fact. So they got to pray 5 times a day. They got to do it somewhere. And here's the thing, too, in the good book, the Bible, it says, don't pray in public. Don't make a show of your prayer. Go in a corner and pray. Now, see the contrast between one book and the other? One book says, do it privately. This gets more merit with God. That other book says, pray in public. Which one would you think sounds more reasonable and rational for everyone?
You already know the answer, the prayer in private.
Thank you. And so this is what's coming. I lived in Canarsie, too. And when I was living out there, and I respect Norm, I like him. I never met him, but he sounds like a reasonable guy, somebody I would want as a neighbor. They didn't have that prayer stuff with the minarets and all that. They didn't have all that out there then. All right? And so now they got it out there. That's how it starts. We all look the other way. Well, let's reverse it. Move into a Muslim neighborhood and have church bells ringing a couple of times a day and see how fast that will go down. Wake up, everybody. Wake up.
Hey, Sherman, thank you for the wonderful call. I want to bring in Madeline in the Bronx, line 4. Madeline, you only got 15 seconds, but I wanted to get you on. Go right ahead, please.
Well, I just wanted to mention that I'm living in a neighborhood where this has been happening for several months, and I was thrilled that somebody finally brought it up because it does drive you crazy, and it is at a very high volume, and it's very disturbing. You're not even used to this sound.
Right.
So, call me racist,
No,
call me whatever.
I'm not going to call you racist. I'm going to call you smart. Madeline, please, if you can, give me a call tomorrow. I'm telling you, folks, if I lived in a community where this is going on, my house is going on the market, I'm gone. I'm not tolerating it. This is America.
Thanks for listening to The Dominic Carter Show. You can hear The Dominic Carter Show weekdays at 3 p.m. and Monday through Thursday at midnight and Sunday starting at 11 p.m. on 77 WABC. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?